Hello, welcome to this pampering video. In today's video we are going to apply makeup to a potato. So it's basically a potato makeover. She decided to glam up and look even more pretty. So I started by cleaning the potato very well and then applying the Maybelline in the color Sun Beige 3110, and I use a beauty blender sponge like this one is by Rio Techniques, and I find out that my foundation actually matches the potato, which is very funny. I tried to make sure it was nice and even, so I apply a little bit extra foundation, and you have to press very deep and very precisely into the little blemishes that you have in the potato. So I keep on blending. We want to look very nice and blended. Then I got a Wet n Wild foundation stick just to give a little bit of dimension, and this one is in the color Ebony, and I just apply in the perimeters of the potato head. And I quickly learned that cream contouring on a potato is not the easiest and more effective way, but we learn with our mistakes, don't we? So if you're going to give you a little potato makeover, you can skip that part, okay, sweetie? And then I keep on blending. I just want to give a little bit of dimension, just to give me a little bit of clues to where her anatomic traits would naturally appear. So I give a little bone structure, and you just keep on blending. This blending sponge is a little one, it's for concealers, but I thought it was very good to blend contour. And then you just concentrate and keep on blending. Blend. Perfect. Then I used the regular one just to blend a little bit further. I thought it gave a little bit of dirty look to the potato, so that's why I said I don't recommend. Then I used this powder. This was one by Pretty Vulgar. It's a translucent powder called Powder Room, and I'm going to set. And you need to set very well, because unlike our face, the makeup doesn't set good on the potato. It kind of sits. So just set with the powder is going to help you blend later on all the other pigments. Set. Then you're going to stipple. Just keep stippling. Blend. Perfect. Next we are going to start with the contouring. So to contour, I actually use the Soft Glam palette by Anastasia, and the first color that I used was actually the color Rustic. Thought it was a good medium color just to contour. I start doing contouring where would be the bridge of the nose when connected with the little bone of your eyebrow. I just wanted to make a nose and eye area just to define it a little bit. And the brush I'm using is actually a concealing brush, detailing brush by Rio Techniques. So you just want to apply the eyeshadows are very pigmented, so it's easy to build the color. And I just want to give dimension and try to sculpt a little bit, her face. So I try to sculpt the lips that I've done right now. It's a little bit too low, but we're going to correct that, don't worry. And I started to chisel to contour where it would be the cheekbones. And I don't know about you, but I think my potato has gorgeous cheekbones right now. So I just kept on building the color, build, and blend. It's a little harder to blend with a flat brush, but you can do it. I try to concentrate the darker color a little far from the center of the face and just blend. And this is a little bit patience, everyone who tries to do a contouring job knows that you just have to be a little bit patient and keep on blending. You can use your little finger as well to blend and make sure everything is nice. With the brush almost clean, I'm just blending the edges just to make sure it's nice and blended. Now I'm going to give her actually a jawline, and for that I'm using a darker color. I'm using Cypress Amber to give a neck, because she didn't have a neck. She didn't have a jawline, so I just wanted to define a little bit her jawline. So I'm basically packing on the color, packing, and making sure it's uniform and the same tone, and make sure it looks nice as much as I can, because it's a potato. Let's be honest, she's not gonna look perfect, but she's going to look fabulous. Mr. Potato Head is going to be so proud. He's going to take her to a restaurant, and they're gonna have a wonderful evening. So now I'm using the same Cypress Amber just to give her a hairline. Her name is actually Miss Potato Mash, and she's getting ready to be a star on the Veggie Drag Race. So we want her to look beat to the gods, honey, and she's gonna look quite fabulous. So I give her a hairline. Of course, we are going to put a wig on her, a fabulous large and in charge wig, and I use the leftover in the brush just to give a little bit more dimension. Now I'm using the Cypress Amber again just to chisel a little bit more, just to give a face to her, because she needs a little definition. She has to go on a diet. She's eating too many carbs. I told her, honey, you need to go on low carb. Keto, have you ever heard of a keto diet? Whatever. Now I'm using the Cypress Amber to create a lid shape. So I'm doing like a C lid shape. I'm concentrating in the outer corner just to give a little bit. I'm going to do a semi-cut crease, so I'm concentrating in the outer corner, and you just pack on that color, make sure you back on the crease as well, because we need a contrast. We need the crease to look dark enough so when we apply the foil eyeshadow to actually show up. So just give her a wonderful contoured outer corner and defined crease, and I'm using the Cypress Amber, okay, for that. Now just in the edge of it, I'm using a little bit of sienna just to warm up the edge a little bit. And right now I'm applying the wrong place, but I will soon correct. I was using the color Tempera to highlight the brow bone, but because I haven't put the brow bone yet, it wasn't a little bit misplaced. But it's okay because it's a lighter color anyway, and we have a lot of space to blend it in. So just apply ever so gently and blend it in. It's a beautiful sheen. It's going to give height, it's going to give dimension, and that's what we want. We want dimension. Now I'm cutting the crease, and to cut the crease I'm using the color Glistening. I wish I could have wetted the brush, but I didn't, so it does not look as foil as I would like, but it looks good enough. And you just need to precisely cut the crease in a half moon style. There we go. And just make sure you nice blend. And in the bridge of the nose I'm applying a little bit of tempera just to give you a little highlight. She's ready for her Instagram selfie, darling. She's shining to the gods. And apply a little bit in the higher points of her cheeks. It's the color Tempera, okay? And in the other side as well. And I keep using the same brush because I don't like to wash my brushes. Next we are going to, I think, do her brows. Not sure. She's looking very defined. So I start doing her brows with the Ulta eyebrow pomade, but my efforts were quite fruitless. As you can see, the potato surface does not respond well to creams. I think it does not show well cream, so I just gave a base first. I used the cream just to give it like a shadow, underpaint, if you will. And this is in the color brunette, and then I used the powder to darken it a little bit and give her a very natural brow, a little bit inspired by the 90s. I'm not the greatest at creating brows, so I have to practice that a little bit. And to give a little bit of more definition to the hairlines, I used the Etude House brow pencil, and I just create little hair by using little hair strokes and darken it a little bit more, the brow, and give a little bit more definition. And just little hair strokes. There we go. Very, very soft and gentle. We don't want it to look too crazy, even though it's kind of crazy right now. But she's gonna do an eyebrow appointment very soon, and she's going to get her life together and fix it up, because she can't go to Drag Race looking like that. She needs to look a little bit more fab, know what I'm saying? And then you just keep on trying to make the best out of it, and I'm glad she's sleeping so she doesn't see the mess I'm doing on her face. God bless her heart. Well, now I'm going to just apply a little bit of the darker Cypress Amber just to her nose, because I wanted her nose to look a little bit like Raven's nose. Very chisel, very tiny, very sculpted. And I wanted that kind of very cute nose, you know. Tried my best. I don't know very well how to make noses neither. But I apply a little dab of highlight to the tip of her nose because, you know, Instagram loves that, and I'm pretty sure YouTube likes it too. And highlighting is the secret of beautifying potatoes. So if you have a potato at home and she wants to look pretty, just use a lot of highlighter. And I came back with the pencil, and I'm just creating little hair strokes, very defined. That's good. And I use the pencil also to create a eyelash line, just to give me a guide to put the liquid liner. And the liquid line I'm using, it's by Etude House as well. It's a liquid eyeliner in the color black, so I'm going to try my best to apply it. Now I darken a little bit the lash line with the color Cypress Amber as well, just darkening and giving more definition to the outer corner because I want it to look a little bit more smoky, and I want the contrast between the light and the dark to be a little bit more proeminent. I did the same thing on the other side. It's just the outer third of the lash line, just to darken it a little bit, darken the outer corner as well, just in a C motion, and make sure it's nice and defined, and it's going to look quite fabulous. Did a little bit on the other side too. As you can see, I already lost the highlighter, but don't worry, I'm going to apply the highlighter now. I'm applying the color Tempera to highlight the brow bone, and I'm using a little flat brush for that, and the same thing the other side. Just applying the color Tempera, and I'm just going to blend, try to blend to make sure it does not look too crazy, because, you know, we don't want anyone making fun of her. And apply a little bit of Tempera to her inner corner as well, just to give a little bit more brightness right there. Then I need to blend a little bit. We'll blend using the color Glistening. Blend with long soft strokes. When you apply with long soft strokes like that, you're laying flat the shining pigment. It gives you maximum reflection if you do that. So if you have a foil eyeshadow, that's the best way to actually apply it. It's to lay flat and pull a little bit the pigment like that if you're not going to wear it. I'm applying a little bit more highlight because everyone needs highlighter in Jesus, and the more the better. Now I think I'm going to apply the liner. Never mind, I'm applying the blush. This blush, it's actually a bright pink color, and I'm applying a circular motion. Blush is life, so she's looking more human now that she has a little bit of blush. And this is a bright pink color. Blending her hairline a little bit so she doesn't look that crazy, you know. Now I'm finally going to apply the eyeliner. And as I said, it's a black eyeliner, so you need to try to have a steady hand as you apply it. And we want it to be thicker in the outer corner and thinner in the inner corner, okay? So try to not mess it up too much. I messed up a little bit, but I will fix it, because it does not need to be so precise in the outer corner, because as you're going to see later, I'm going to smoke it out with a black shadow. So now the same thing, I'm just applying. This side is a lot better to apply because it does not have a lot of texture. And then I'm just thickening the outer corner, but you still want a little flick, 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 flick. And the same thing on the other side, you just want a little flick there as well. And we want it to be a little thicker in the outer 3/3, in the outer third of the eye. Okay, good. So I'm going to darken it a little bit with the color Noir, the black in the Soft Glam palette by Synesthesia. So I'm just darkening it because I want it to be a little bit diffused. I want the liner to kind of disappear a little bit in the outer corner. It gives you a more soft look, not so harsh. And doing the blend between the black and the glistening color, I'm using the color Sultry. It's actually a very pretty coppery color, rose gold, and I'm applying in the to blend and give it a little bit more definition. You know, when you have 3 different colors, I think it gives a little bit more definition. And you just want now to apply the false lashes. I cut a false lash in half, and I'm using that one because I want the lashes to concentrate in the outer corner, so we look and see the pretty half crease that I cut, you know, half cut. And I'm applying the Kiss lash glue, and right now it's actually quite difficult to apply false lashes to a potato head. So you're just going to have a little bit more patience because it's a flat area and the lashes are not built to be put in a flat area. So have patience. You're going to have to, I committed the mistake of not allowing the lashes to actually dry a little bit, the glue, but don't worry, it's going to work. I don't want the lashes to lay flat like that because it's going to bring her eye down. I want them to look a little bit up, so it gives you an elevation to the eyes. We don't want the eyes to look sad and droopy and down. You want her eyes to look flirty and up, okay? So I'm going to fix it a little bit. As you can see, I'm fixing it right now. And now because the glue is tacky, it's even easier. So the secret for applying eyelashes is remember to allow your glue to be tacky, darling. Okay? Perfect. So the eyes are pretty much done. Now I'm going to do the lips. The lips, I'm using the color Missy and Fierce. And this is a pretty color. I love the Liquid Catsuit by Wet n Wild, and this is one of my favorite colors. So I'm using a little lipstick brush to actually do it, and I am doing a lip that resembles my lip. I had a little bit of problem. I should have sketched it first, but you just have a little bit of patience and you're going to draw nice little cupid bow and kind of 1930s style lip, like a very doll-like lip. I like that kind a lot. It reminds me of when I was a kid and I would apply do drawings and paint little lips to flowers and stuff like that. So you just try to use the brush and don't worry, just let it dry a little bit, and then you take a second look and you fix to make it as symmetric as you can. Of course, it's not going to be perfectly symmetric. Nothing in life is perfect, but we can try to make our lipstick look cute, right? That's right. So just keep on applying. I love this red. I think this red is such a cute color for her. I guess because she's wearing the same makeup that I would wear. She kind of looks a little bit like me if I was a potato. I always believed that I had a face that resembles a potato, and now I'm pretty sure of it. So I'm just going to allow to dry a little bit. As you can see, it has an unevenness. I'm not a huge fan of unevenness, but I'm going to let it dry. Now I'm going to bronze, warm up her face using the color Sienna in the Synesthesia Beverly Hills palette. So I'm just giving her bronze just to make her face to look a little bit less yellowish and more like she went to the beach, she went to Bali, she found a wonderful man that changed her life. That's why she's wearing makeup, you know. She filed for divorce from Mr. Potato Head, and she's going to live her life, honey. Now I used, the camera did not catch it, but I actually apply a little bit of banana powder in the higher parts of her face, okay? And I'm blending the banana powder with the sienna color, and now we are going to fix her lips. I'm removing the excess powder, just brushing out the excess powder, and we're going to fix her little lips, because as you can see her little lips look a little weird looking. I'm just retouching the contour on her nose, and her face looks kind of cute. I'm applying a little bit of contour under the lip just to give an impression that she has a little pout, so her lip is not so flat. And now applying a little highlight to the top, to the cupid's bow, just to give her, as I said again, just to give a pout, you know, just to make it look kind of cute, kind of flirty, kind of dimensional. Yes, honey, because she needs it, you know, she needs a little bit of dimension, she needs all the help she can get, bless her heart. And as a pastor once said, every old barn needs a good painting, and as you can see, even a potato can look better with a little bit of effort and a little bit of makeup, or maybe a lot of makeup, I don't know. For me, that's a little bit of makeup, that's basically the makeup I wear. And as you can see, guys, it's not that hard, okay? If I basically am doing my face on a potato, so it's not that complicated. You just need to play with it and apply makeup. And remember, makeup is just makeup. It comes off with water, so you don't have to be afraid. So now I'm trying to level and make her lips symmetric, as symmetric as I can. As again, it's not very easy because she has a blemish right on her mouth, so it's quite difficult. Now I'm using a flesh toned lip liner just to fix the edges a little bit, soften a little bit the edges of her lips, just give a little bit more soft look. And now I'm just getting the color mulberry, I think, mulberry, and I'm darkening the corners of her mouth just to give dimension again. It's all about light and shadow, so I'm just darkening it, the corners and the I don't know, I'd say the contour of her mouth, just to darken a little bit. I applied this this one is a crushed diamond lip liner, lip gloss, but I did not actually like the effect. It looked cheap to me, so I blend it in and apply another layer of lipstick, liquid lipstick, to kind of remove it, because I think it looked cheap. I don't know, it kind of does not give the effect I wanted because it's so flat. The surface is so flat. So I just fix it up by applying a little lipstick. Just blend, 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 blend. And I apply a little bit of the glistening color to the center of the lip, just to lighten a little bit the center of her lip, to give a little bit of a pout, if I could, you know. I think that looks cool. And then I got this this is actually a hairpiece. This hairpiece I put on the top of a bun to give it a little vintage Buddha look. So I put the hairpiece on her, and I apply with a wig pin to her head. So I pinned it to her head, bless her heart. She's a little, I don't know how I didn't have a headache yesterday, because she's kind of a voodoo doll now of me. So I get that pin and I stick that pin in her head. Bless her poor little heart. Well, don't copy it on me. So here is the result. I applied the wig on her, darling. I put also wonderful, beautiful earrings, you know, because earrings are a must. So I applied those large earrings. I stick the earrings right onto her head, so they are nice and secure. She kind of give me RuPaul Drag Race, VeggieTales, Meetup. She's give me glam. She's give me carbs. She's give me Diana Ross. She's give me all the beauty, and that you whoop. She's give me everything, honey. She's ready. She's ready to conquer the world. She's ready to come to the stage. Welcome to the stage, Miss Potato Mash. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video and actually found it funny or found it relaxing. So may you have a wonderful, wonderful night of sleep. Remember to always put your eyelashes up, put a pretty wig and a red lipstick, and go live your life, honey. So God bless you and have a wonderful night. Good night.